everyone. You say hello too. We've made a fishing game. It's good fun. It is. Tell them what we did. Okay, so we've made a fishing game, and how we made it is we've cut out some paper fish like this, and we've given them an eye. Can you see the eye? It's made out of a paper fastener. And then we've made a fishing rod out of a skewer, a wooden bamboo skewer, which we cut the sharp ends off. And we've put a string and a magnet. And we're seeing if we can catch some fish. And here we've caught one. You like that? It's easier than catching real fish. Last time you went fishing, all you caught was an old boot. And it didn't even fit you. But you caught more paper fish than me. You're the winner. You are the winner today. We'll have a rematch later. But right now, we're going to read our story. And there's some fishermen in our story today. Do you remember that last week we read about Jesus being tempted in the desert before he went out to begin the great rescue? What do you think he did first? You don't know. I wonder if you have any ideas at home. Let's read it and find out. Okay, we'll read the story and we'll find out what happened next. Jesus left the desert and set about the great rescue. He was going to get God's people back. But first, he needed to find some helpers and friends. He had a lot to do, and he would need some people to help him. Who would make good helpers, do you think? Clever ones. Rich ones. Strong, important ones. Well, some people might think so. But I'm sure by now you don't need me to tell you that they would be wrong. Because the people God uses don't have to know lots of things or have lots of things. They just have to need him a lot. One day, Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee when he saw some brothers and friends mending their nets. They were poor fishermen. And Jesus called out to them, "Let's go." Jesus said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Peter, Andrew, James and John looked up at this man on the shore, and they couldn't explain it. Their boats needed to be put away, and their nets needed mending, and fish were still wriggling on the shore. But something about this stranger made them just drop their nets and their fish, leave their boats and everything, and follow him. This God-man was like no one they had ever met. And when they looked at Jesus, their hearts filled up with a wonderful, forever sort of happiness. And inside it was as if they were running free in an open field. Jesus asked 12 men to be his helpers. That's a lot. 12. Peter, Andrew, James and John, Matthew, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, another James, Simon, Thaddeus and Judas. And meeting Jesus was going to change all of them forever. And they were going to help Jesus with the rescue. That's a lot of names. It is. Are you thinking? You wonder what Jesus meant when he said he would make them fishers of men. I wonder what Jesus meant when he said he would make them fishers of men. Perhaps you'd like to think about that. What did Jesus mean? You wonder how they were changed by meeting Jesus. Yes, the story says that meeting Jesus would change all of them forever. I wonder how they were changed by meeting Jesus. You wonder how we can follow Jesus today and how we might be changed by meeting him. That's another question you can think about. So these are the questions for today. You have a think about them. Have a talk about them at home. I wonder what Jesus meant when he said he would make them fishers of men. I wonder how they were changed by meeting Jesus. And I wonder how we can follow Jesus today and how we might be changed by meeting him. They can think about the questions while they do the activities. You can. So you might like to do the activities today that we were doing at the beginning. You might like to make a fishing set. You cut the fish out of paper and you use a paper fastener to make an eye. And then you make a fishing rod with a bamboo cane or a stick, or we've used bamboo skewers. We cut the sharp ends off and we've put a string with a magnet on. And then you can catch the fish and pick them up. And you can have a competition to see who catches the most. You caught the most. Yes, you did. But next time I'm going to beat you. So you might like to make a fishing game, or you might like to play a game of Follow My Leader. You can play it all together as a family. One of you goes in front and the rest of you have to copy the actions. Or if there's only two of you, you might like to do it sitting at a table and you can do an action and then the other person has to do the same action. That's a good game. So follow my leader or make a fishing game. And one of the things you might like to do if you make the fishing game is you might like to write the names of some of your friends on the fish. And then when you catch them, you can pray or think about that person whose name is on the fish. That sounds a good idea. It does, doesn't it? So we're going to pray now. And while we pray, we're going to think of some of the friends that we have that we might want to share the story of Jesus with. So let's just be quiet and pray together. Dear Jesus, thank you that just as you chose those first helpers to follow you, you also choose us to follow you and to be your friends. Thank you that when we meet you, our lives are changed for good. Help us to share the stories of you with our friends so that they can be your followers too. And we lift their names to you now in the quiet. Thank you that you are the rescuer who came to rescue us all. Amen. Can we have another fishing game? Yes, we can have another fishing game now. and that will be fun. And we hope you have fun too. And think about those questions, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.